Hello, you wonderful people, and welcome to another watch list. Basically, think of this as a monthly TV guide for me to let you know what and when TV shows that I'm interested in, that maybe you're interested in, are coming out. On July 1st on Netflix, we have Stranger Things Season 4, Volume 2. So excited. Probably the thing I'm looking forward to the most this month. If I'm not mistaken, because I was thinking the season was going to be a little longer because it's broken up in Volume 1 and Volume 2, but I think it's only episodes 8 and 9, and apparently episode 9 is going to be like 2.5 hours. I think episode 8 is an hour and a half, if I remember correctly. Either way, I'm so excited to see where this season takes us, these last 2 episodes, potentially, because this season has been fantastic. I've really enjoyed it. They've really, they continue, to my opinion, the show gets better and better with every season. I know not everyone feels that way. Up until now, obviously, season 3 was my favorite because it was the most recent season, but now season 4 is just so good all across the board. I have not seen the trailer. I've seen bits and pieces here and there, but I've avoided watching the trailer because I knew the new seasons were right around the corner, so I'm going into this knowing not fully what to expect. There's some stuff obviously from the first trailer, from the first volume, that haven't happened yet, that I know, okay, we'll get some of that, sure, but I'm kind of going into this not fully knowing what to expect. And I'm kind of glad. So I've not watched a trailer, and I'm not going to. I mean, the trailer drops in the Volume 2 drops in a couple days. So I'm super excited to see what happens and what this sets up for the 5th and final season. Also, on July 1st on Amazon Prime Video, we have a new series called The Terminal List. So it seems like this guy who was with the military went on a mission, and most of his team died. And so he had to come back home, and it seems like he's the only survivor. So it's a little survivor's remorse, but it turns out he finds out that, right, my team getting killed, there was a lot more to it. It's kind of like this. The show definitely, from what we saw in the trailer, has this very kind of Jason Bourne meet Jack Ryan type of espionage feel to it. So he's basically going down this list of all the people that were responsible for killing his team, his squad, and so it's basically a very revenge story with this whole conspiracy, of who's behind it and why they did it. So it seems really interesting. I'm very excited to check it out. On July 3rd on Showtime, we have We Hunt Together Season 2. I'd actually brought this up in the previous June's watch list, but I believe it got pushed back to its original day. Plus, I believe it's in this weird spot where you can probably, I think you can stream all the episodes when it drops, on the Showtime app all at once, but then I think it's going to air on just the Showtime channel week to week on July 3rd. I think it airs a little bit early, maybe until July 1st is when it drops, all the episodes on the Showtime app. And then then on the 3rd going forward, they start dropping at week to week. So if I'm not mistaken, once again, I still need to rewatch season 1 because it's been a while, but I'm very excited. I think by this time there is an official trailer out. Once again, I'm not going to watch that. I'm just going to rewatch season 1 and kind of go into this next season blind. So like I said, I think you have viewing options of whether to watch it all at once if you have the Showtime app, or if you're just watching it on Showtime week to week, whatever you decide to. Like I said, if I'm not mistaken, I think that's the structure of this, how this season's getting released in a certain regard. On July 6th on Hulu, we have this new series called Maggie. It's this comedy romance series about a psychic who ends up finding out, hey, one of the people she read his future, his name's Ben, turns out she's going to marry him and they're going to have a family and kids, but she tries to fight against her destiny because I guess her psychic abilities usually involve her seeing everyone else's future, never her own, which I think that's kind of the sad aspect. I don't know if that's ever really been something covered about a psychic not being able to see their own future, whatever the case may be. But then it turns out her and Ben kind of move into the same place, but Ben's dating someone else at the time, so it is a situation because she didn't jump on it. Now it seems like the things are changed, so her and Ben never get together, or maybe this is just a roundabout way for things to still get to that point. Either way, it just seemed kind of a fun time just from what we've seen in the trailer. On July 17th on Paramount Plus, we have Blood and Treasure Season 2. Now, I've not seen Blood and Treasure Season 1. I saw bits and pieces when Season 1 originally dropped. But obviously, it's been quite a bit of time, and now it's no longer on CBS. It's now coming to Paramount Plus. So I'm adding this to the list because I'm very interested to check it out. It seems like this very interesting series that basically one of the leads, his friend, discovered some tomb, and then she gets kidnapped, as well as the rest of the team ends up getting killed, and the discovery they made gets stolen. It's some ancient tombs and stuff, and it seems like this might be used to fuel some potential terrorist actions or something like that. I watched a good chunk of the trailer for season 1 just now, but I stopped. But it seems like a very like interesting action adventure, going around the globe, trying to find out who these people are, try and stop them. Because one of the leads seems like a good guy. I don't know whether he's like whether he has like some government job or whatever, but he definitely has a lot of connections. The other lead, she is a criminal, so he's like, right, I have to work with a criminal to take down a criminal. So it definitely has like almost like, I think that Indiana Jones meet white collar thing of like, oh, like here the only way you can catch a criminal is by working with a criminal. I mean, there's different things that have that element, but it definitely seems like kind of a wild action adventure show that I'm very excited to start watching, and you know, especially with season 2 right around the corner. On July 28th on HBO Max, we have season 3 of Harley Quinn, which I'm so excited about. Obviously, it's been, you know, taking a long time, but I'm so excited. The only thing out currently is a teaser, but that's all I really need. It seems like the big focus of this season is, you know, Harley and Ivy. You know, it's like, right, post becoming, you know, a couple at the end of season 2 and just kind of going off and doing their chaotic villain thing. Obviously, kind of getting part of the crew back together, which includes King Shark and Clayface. Obviously, some other villains popping up and such, but I guess we're not feeling that Dr. Psycho void. I wonder will we get any hint of him. At least from the teaser, we didn't see anything about him, but we might see something pop up this season about it. I'm curious to see, or will they fill that void with another? It'd be kind of interesting if they took this season to kind of like, right, try out a new person to fill that void, but maybe they won't worry about that. Either way, it's just more of the great bloody chaos that is the Harley Quinn show that I love so much. So I'm so excited for season 3. And finally on the list, on July 31st, we have season 3 of City on the Hill, which I'm so excited to have City on the Hill back. I should also include, technically, based on the trailer, they say that it drops on July 29th. I think that's because, once kind of very much like the We Hunt Together thing, I think you can watch, probably not all of it, but at least maybe you can watch the premiere a couple of days earlier on the Showtime app, but then subsequently on July 31st is when it like officially premieres on the Showtime channel and airs week to week. So I don't know if all the episodes will go up at least 2 days early or not, or whether it's just for the premiere and everything else will subsequently just continue on Sundays. Either way, very excited. Obviously, we're picking up Jackie threw away his badge last episode, to the point now he's kind of working with a big-time guy who, the guy has a lot of control over a lot of people. It's actually it's the actor who played Papa Spencer, Henry, in Psych. So it's kind of interesting. Not often, but from time to time you see, was it Corbin Bitsson? Seeing him in a villainous role. So that's definitely interesting. But he's kind of like a big time person, and he's got like a Jackie doing some terrible stuff for him. But even then it starts weighing on Jackie. And obviously him and DeCourcy have had their eyes here and there, but they are going to work together, and using Jackie, I guess, as the inside man to kind of take this whole thing down, because this guy has his hands and pockets in every place. You know, there's so much corruption around. So it's going to be interesting to see Jackie and DeCourcy like back on the same side yet again, because season 2 they ended up on a pretty good turn. I'm curious to see if any things are going to, how much of last season, besides some like the main plot, how much of the subplots will continue on. I'm curious to see, you know, where DeCourcy and Siobhan stand with everything. After last season, they kind of went through a really rough patch, and just continuing their story this season to see where it ends up taking them. I'm very excited to see what happens next. And that brings this month's watch list to an end. A very short one. It's what, June 28th at the time of me recording this. So who knows like what's going to get dropped subsequently in the next couple of days of that's coming out in July, or over the course of July what gets announced and revealed. But for now, these are just a few of the things that kind of jumped out to me the most. Once again, like always, if there's something that's coming out that maybe I wasn't aware of, that you're aware of, that's coming out that you think maybe me or someone else would be interested in, don't be afraid to leave it in the comments down below. But really, that's all I want to talk about. Till the next time we meet, be happy, be safe, live life to the fullest, and enjoy it. Good day and goodbye.